Alright guys, welcome back to Dad's Channel 1.0. This is the 90s S10 Chevy Extreme. Box art shows it being black, but the rules show, or the instructions show it as being white. But anyways, I never did it that way anyhow. I did a few different changes to it myself. Actually only just one, really. I did, instead of the factory rally rims, which are pretty cool rims, don't get me wrong. I've always been a Krager freak, and center lines and keystones and stuff like that. So Krager's being my favorite. But as that being said, took and put me some Kragers from another model, put them on here, used the wheels that came with the kit. Had to modify the rims just a little bit, but everything came out working out just fine. So it took me about a week and a half to do. There's still blemishes in it. It's not perfect. My shop is in my house. I have animals and I have kids, and my hands are a little shaky nowadays as the older I get. I got diabetes, and so it takes its toll on your body. But anyways, this is it. I took the plates off of another model. I didn't realize it said 1964 on them, but don't care. It's Texas plates, Texas truck plates. Put those on there. It doesn't fit perfect. I mean, it does, but it don't. There's the inside of the hood, inside under the hood. Didn't do nothing, just painted up factory the way things would have looked as it came showroom. Of course, my cow's red, you know, that's okay. But yeah, I think she's all right. I don't know how long the decals will stay on it because they had a little white film to them. I rubbed it out as best I could, but yeah, that's the way they set. That there's kind of crooked, a little bit lopsided. But paint turns out good, but the problem, I used Tesker's what was it? Gloss Custom Red Metal Flake, which I love the look of it. I mean, it looks good in there. It's got like a little, it's gold flake, so when the light hits it just right, it looks like a reddish orange to it. But yeah, everything's glued shut back here. Nothing showing underneath the deck. So, but it is all glued shut. Everything, the pan, everything's all one piece. But as I was saying about the paint, Tesker's paint has always been one of those things that once it dries, it's unforgiving to what you get in it or on it. So with that, there are blemishes, and I'm not a good polisher. Some guys will take these paint jobs and buff them and polish them and wax it, carnauba waxes, and sand them 3000 grit, 2000 grit, down to the lowest grit they can get, to where it's just barely even touch the surface, and they'll buff it back out to where it's a mere finish. And I am so envious of those guys. But with that, I'm not that guy. So I think all in all, it turned out, for the shaky hands and the unsterile environment, I think she turned out pretty good. I mean, pick it all you want. I mean, I could sit here and tell you all the flaws in it, but hell with it. You take a look at it, you tell me what it is, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But I like it. First one I've ever done. And a friend of mine actually has this. So, actually, it's a white one, just like that one, but it's got a hood scoop like the one that's going to be going on it. But I bought this from Lexus Resin Hoods. And I guess the thing that I'm doing wrong with it is, I guess you need to let it set in some heat to cure, to finish curing, because I've had it painted 3 times, and to keep on showing you, I mean, you see where the chemical reactions didn't adhere properly. But if it doesn't take place the next time, then it's going to go black and it's going to go on the truck, because, I mean, it looks sick on this truck. Watch this. Look at how much difference that looks. I mean, that truck just looks so mean with that hood on it. So that's how it's going to look. Either in the same color, got just enough paint to finish that. If the paint doesn't adhere, and tomorrow's supposed to be up in, I think, 66, 70 degrees. So I'm gonna set it outside in a container, just kind of not a direct heat, but kind of shaded. I want to get a little bit of heat on it for about half hour, then let it set in the outdoors for a little while and see if it cures like my buddy says. And if it does, I'm gonna throw some paint on it, and that's what it's gonna go with. But for now, the factory one looks fine on it. I mean, it still has its meanness to it, you know. The stance came out perfect. I can't say enough about it. This truck actually went together really well. All these ground effects, they hug the lines and everything really good. Clumsy hands. I did get some glue in here places, but I mean, you can't really tell unless you look. I know where it's at. That's my. Sorry about the shaky camera too. That's me holding it and trying to turn the carousel. But I mean, other than that, it really is a nice truck. And I don't really put mirrors on trucks very often, or cars, because my cabinet's limited for space. I think between my two cabinets, I got about 150 models in there. I mean, literally, they're just like this close together, like the width of that mirror together. So, yeah, that's my next project, is getting a cabinet and find the space to put one, or get a bigger one and eliminate the other two. My walls are taken up by family pictures, so there's that. But all in all, I think what color is that? Smoky beige? Oh, not smoky beige. What is it? Yeah, smoky beige. Let's color the interior. So I didn't want to go white. I don't really care for white interiors. But